Smart was asked about forcing more fumbles and sort of the process that goes with that. What does that look like just on a daily basis in practice, the drills and things you guys do to try to create more fumbles and try to get those takeaways?
So throughout practice, we set a goal for ourselves to try to get 5 out every day. The days that we don't get it, we run for the ones that we didn't get, and vice versa. The ones we do get, we don't run for. So we just try to put a big emphasis on it, even through if it's a scout period, if it's a period where we're supposed to get the ball out, we might track those, but we really try to get them out in the big team period. So it's just really trying to focus in on getting that ball out and trying to be different on defense.
Reviewing briefly, looking back at Kentucky, and then spinning it forward on Vanderbilt. Obviously, you can look at the stats and see you guys did a good job at the run, but when you break it down, and how well did you guys do? How different was what you were facing as opposed to what you were seeing at Auburn the week before? And then how does Vanderbilt translate in that department?
Well, going into the week of Kentucky, we knew what we was getting into because the week prior, team ran for over 200 yards, what nobody's supposed to do on the University of Georgia. Over the past couple of years, that's not what has happened. So we knew we had to come in to the week going in Kentucky. We had to hone in on our gaps and on the line of scrimmage, which we did very well against Kentucky. Hats off to them. They were coming off on us, really trying to move us, but we just weren't going to be moved. And going into Vanderbilt, we still want to carry that over for the rest of the season, not just for Vanderbilt, for the rest of the season going forward. So we just got to hone in on it every Tuesday, every Wednesday when we got pads on, and then really carry it over to Saturday.
Yeah, Marcy said some comments last night about Georgia buying players. As a Georgia player, do you pay any attention to that? Are you aware of sort of NIL payments going on, things along the lines of that? And just, do you even acknowledge it, or is it just those are coaches trying to guide their program, more players just trying to focus on what we do?
Honestly, I seen that when I was in class, and I just laughed at it because, it's the day and age of NIL. Everybody's sort of buying players or buying recruits. They're doing it. Other schools are doing it, so it's just whoever can execute on Saturdays. It's not about money, it's about execution at the end of the day. So you can buy wherever you want. If they can execute, then what do you got them for?
Since we love talking about NIL so much, but you're an upperclassman now. You've seen both sides of this thing. It wasn't there, now it's there. Has it made a marked difference in your life? Just in the day-to-day and what you're able to do away from the football complex and in your life?
I try not to let money run my life, if that makes sense, because a lot of people they look at money as like it's everything, but if you don't have peace, then you don't have anything. So, because money can't buy you peace. If you got peace, then you can do anything you want. But if you're money driven, you're not really gonna be anywhere in this world. You gotta be mind self driven. So if money drives you, then you gotta find something else to pick you up.
Yeah, Zion, you've obviously seen this Vanderbilt team every year, and even seen them through the transition of head coaches. How have you seen this football team evolve on tape or just from the outside?
Well, they've gotten a lot better. This team from last year just to this year, I know a couple guys up there, and they're very happy where this team is right now. They're competing their tails off, and we know that at 12 o'clock, 11 Central, we're going to get their best shot, which is what we want. So. I'm hoping that we see the best version of Vanderbilt football.
Hey Zion, it looks like this could be the first game where it's bad weather. It seems like it's going to be in the 40s and 50s of rain. I was wondering if, as the defensive lineman group, do you guys approach the week differently in how you prepare, or is it kind of the same?
No, it's pretty much the same. When it gets cold, Coach Scott he tells us we can't wear well. He encourages us not to wear sleeves. Some guy might still wear them, but if you've seen guys out in warm-ups, most of the time we probably got a cut off probably right here. It won't be any longer. So really just having that mindset of just you got to be dirty, you got to be nasty, just be ready to embrace the cold, embrace the elements.
Zion, we'll get a chance to talk to Dalen in a little bit. Just what kind of growth have you seen from him and what he's been able to do over the course of this season?
So last year I was personally I kind of pushed Dalen a little bit because I seen the greatness that he had when he came in. He's fast, pretty long for a corner. He's technique savvy. He's a guy who wants to compete every rep. And I just told him ever since I seen him the first couple of days of fall camp last year, just keep going, keep working. Your time's going to come, and it's here now. And he's going out and showed it. So he's a hell of a player.
Yeah, with this game being in Nashville, you gonna have any more family or friends there, and do you feel maybe a little bit pressure to go out there and perform, given you are playing close to home?
Nah, football's football, man. Going out and playing in front of my family every week, no matter if they're here or they're back home watching it, I know I'm going to get a good luck text from somebody who's not there or somebody who's there. So it's just going out and playing football at the end of the day and just making sure I'm making my family proud.
You mentioned that you pushed Dalen last year as a freshman. Who's somebody this year that you decided to latch onto and push them, and who was that pushed you?
This year, I could say Jordan Hall and probably Gabe Harris, just because they both have tremendous motors, and when they want to go, they can play with any scheme, anybody in the world. And just when they finally get the defense, like I say about every young guy, they're going to be very good. With Gabe, he has a nonstop motor. He can run all day. Jordan, he can do everything from run, defend, to pass rush. And when he finally gets his body movements down, gets the first and second down playing and third down playing, he's going to be very good.
I'm curious your thoughts on the state of Tennessee high school football versus what you might have been privy to around here, living here all these years.
Tennessee high school football, my area is ran by a couple schools, Alcoa, Maryville, and Oakland. So I never made it past the first round. Those guys, every time we went over there, you got to talk throughout the week. Yeah, we're gonna play. As soon as you get out there, they look across to see the different sizes and different. And then guys get kind of scared sometimes. It's just like, bro, it's football at the end of the day. Like, you can't. He puts his pants on just like you do. Puts his cleats on just like you do. So it's very different from Georgia to the state of Tennessee. Georgia has a lot. Tennessee has some ballers, but I feel like other states are kind of up on us. But the state of Tennessee is coming up in the prospects.
You mentioned Gabe a few minutes ago. What have you seen from him playing some defensive end and how he's handled getting more reps at that position?
It's always new when guys try to change positions in their first year. He's attacking it head on. He's had a couple slip-ups, but he's a guy that's not going to shy away from anything. He's going to play, even if he's 240, 250. He's going to go put his face in the fan, and that's the number one thing why he's been playing on kickoff, because he's a guy he's not going to shy away from any contact. He's going to run through you like a wall. So he's just a very physical kid.
Time for a couple more, anybody? All right, thank you.
Thanks, Tom.